Atlantic Province's Special Education Authority. That's what it is, APSI. Signing there. So what is wrong with this picture? Anybody?
The light from the background.
Backlight, right.
And it's blurry.
What is wrong with this one? Too much light, right? She's like really bright, and we can't really see her face clearly. What's wrong here?
Too much light on one side of the other one.
Yeah, half and half. Half is too dark and half is too light. Not optimal for lip reading and for, facial expressions and stuff. I saw that a lot. What's wrong there?
Way too
Bad
close.
camera.
Way too close. You can see up her nose almost. What was wrong there?
Just her chin and the mouth open.
Yes. Oops, something's missing.
We can't see the face.
Absolutely. You would it looks funny, but you would be surprised grown adults sometimes do this. And it's ridiculous. In the meeting, you can't see half of the person's face. So just pay attention to that. Okay. Another half there, right? Half the face missing, another half missing. So what are you supposed to do? This. Perfect. Well lit, centered. You can see her hands and her face and everything. Some more tips. Ooh. Holy socks. Sitting on the floor, being comfy. I don't know how comfy it is. Lying on the bed. Bouncing it around. Rocking and fidgeting. The background. I want to stop it here. I don't have a problem with backgrounds personally. Like in this setting, as I said, we are not as formal. So whatever floats your boat. If the background is what you like to do, please do. I don't like using backgrounds because it cuts off half my hair, and I don't like what I look like with the background. So I don't use them personally, but I don't mind. But for virtual school and for meetings, and sometimes you would probably even be doing virtual interviews, not a good idea necessarily, unless people are okay with that. Also having people in the background, walking and talking and doing stuff, also not great. What are you supposed to do? It always looks the same. She's in the same spot, looking the same. Yeah, eating in online meetings and classes, or being on your phone, taking calls. If you have to, just flip your camera off and, apologize, say you'll be right back. Talking to people around you or walking with your camera, that is really distracting to others. And what are you supposed to do? Again, she's going to sit in the same chair and smile. Oh, yeah, bathrobe and the towel. Please don't. Yeah, nice. Close. Be closed. Just wear clothes, please. Yeah. Does anybody know ASL? Guys,
I
did I lose
used
you?
to, but
Mm.
I don't anymore. I forgot it. My mom taught me when I was like a little kid, and then I
I
learned it
know.
afterwards, and I just can barely do anything now.
So we missed that one. Just flipping the camera on and off. That is annoying and distracting. So, or like doing this. I don't know what she's even doing in front of the camera. So yeah, sitting quietly and raising your hand. Look at how nice she is. Yeah, as I said, like in this class, we don't have to be so formal, but just be considerate. Usually, the rule of thumb is if you wouldn't do it in school, don't do it in virtual school either. So here's some tips about the light. Be well lit. Don't be backlit or have half your face lit, or sit too close to the camera. Look up from the bottom, headless or off center, out of frame, and so on. So try to find a well lit spot that lets others see your face to allow for better speech reading and facial expression, right? So sitting, try to not put your socks in the camera or your knees, or sit on the floor, lay on the bed, bounce, swivel, rock in the chair, something. It is really distracting and it's hard to concentrate. Or sitting in a busy spot where people are moving around and talking around you, they're distracting you and it's distracting to others too, like looking at you in the camera. So try to find a calm and quiet spot where you can sit comfortably, and it helps you and others see and hear clearly and focus better. So some behaviors that we are trying to avoid: eating during the class. I don't mind it again, right? And we're not like always on camera, so just don't chew loudly in the microphone. Texting and using your phone, chatting with people in the room, or walking around, moving excessively, moving the camera and flicking it on and off, or talking over other people, interrupting. This is something we try to avoid.
To Tim and Moby, what's the deal with digital etiquette? From George. Digital etiquette, or netiquette, is a set of rules for how to behave online. Right, it's a lot like real-life etiquette, which is basically a code of conduct for having good manners and treating others with common courtesy and respect. It's just as important in our digital lives, including how we act in online games, or how we communicate in emails and instant messages, in chat rooms, and on message boards, blogs, and social networking sites. Whoa, how are you doing that? Unfortunately, some people can lose control the second they jump online. Well, like when they disagree with someone or have strong feelings about a topic, they end up saying stuff they'd never say in person. They may send rude emails and IMs or try to start arguments on message boards. That's called flaming, and it can lead to full-on flame wars, insulting arguments between two or more users. Believe it or not, some people actually cruise around the internet looking to start flame wars. We call these troublemakers trolls. Kind of fitting, huh? Well, I don't think they necessarily become meaner people. Maybe they just forget the rules. On the internet, it's pretty easy to stay anonymous or unidentified. Having a secret identity to hide behind can make people pretty brave. And when all they see of you is a screen name or a funny icon, they might forget they're dealing with a real human being. Hey, would you stop being such a bully? Well, it's simple. Just like in real life, you should treat other people the way you want to be treated. You wouldn't want somebody to be rude to you, so don't be rude to anyone else. Of course, netiquette isn't just about being nice. It's also about communicating clearly. That means keeping emails and IMs clear and to the point. It also means making your messages easy to read and understand, which can depend on your audience. For instance, some abbreviations and emoticons may be fine with friends, but they're generally not appropriate in formal communication. And whatever you do, don't write in all capital letters. Yeah, on the internet, writing in all caps makes you seem like you're yelling. Also, keep in mind that humor isn't always obvious in writing. Without seeing facial expressions or hearing someone's voice, it can be hard to tell the difference between a friendly joke and real cruelty. One way to help make sure you're communicating clearly is to reread what you write before you send it. Check your tone, grammar, and spelling to make sure you really mean to say what you've written. Once your message is out, it's out. Lastly, make sure you ask permission before posting anything about your friends on a blog or social networking site. People's personal information is private, and you can really ruin relationships if you post something that a friend or a friend's parents don't want on the web. And keep in mind that the internet is not a private place. If you wouldn't want a parent, teacher, college admissions director, or future employer to see something you post, don't post it. Permission not granted. Hey, you do realize that millions of people are watching us, right?